Hey guys, and welcome back to Rose of Winter, and we are still going to be finishing up the Faulkner's route. We left off with learning about that the Fae people made little airships that can't fly in harsh weather. But it's alright. As I've said, I've done my fair share of hard travel in my life. This shouldn't be much different, even if I must partially rely on you. Hey, I'm not that bad. Am I? Oh no, of course not. It's just try to understand. I look at you and it's hard to imagine how such huge thick legs and feet are just constantly tripping over themselves. Wow, he just came out and said that, didn't he? I like to think I have a pretty thick skin. If somebody doesn't like how I look, they can just go ahead and keep being wrong. But with him, I feel like I can't just let it go. That's totally ridiculous. When have you ever seen me trip over a thing? I suppose that's fair. You are rather sturdy on your feet. It's just that navigating a dangerous stretch of land such as Mount Needle, it requires delicacy, finesse, a certain precise quality of movement which a person of your size simply cannot have. Your legs are like massive pillars, well suited to hold a slab of rock off the ground, but I won't ask them to dance. Oh, I like you. Oh, like you're such a good dancer. Well, I'm not the best of the best, but I am classically trained. Oh, I don't care. What do you know anyway? I'm delicate, I'm precise, I'm graceful as anything. Oh, yes, of course. So much so that you walked into a door within 5 minutes of meeting me. I told you that was just because... Oh, never mind. Besides, that could happen to anyone. Who among us hasn't walked into a door? I have never once walked into a single thing that I did not intend to walk into. That's the first thing they teach you at the academy. Its mention of an academy stirs something in my memory. Yes, that's right. Some of the scholars I used to work for mentioned some big famous school in the Fae Kingdom. Oh, you mean the Lafada Academy, right? You went there? I've heard it's very prestigious. Or more accurately, snobby, but I'm not going to say that out loud. Guilty as charged. I'm impressed that you've heard of it. Oh, why? Because you think I'm too big and dumb to know what a school is? I never went to any fancy academy. I probably couldn't even get into yours. Tried to keep the resentment out of my tone. Not much success. Don't be silly. Of course you couldn't get into Lafada. Oh yeah? And why not? You'd never fit through the door. You got me. Yes, I've had that one in my pocket for a while. I take a small break from walking and lean against a tree. It's good to know he has a sense of humor, but I'm still not sure how I feel about how he talks to me. I steal a glance at him, and from the look on his face, he seems to have some idea of what I'm thinking. Rosemary, I do apologize if I've been rude. You may not believe this, but I don't take any pleasure in being so venomous. I've been feeling anxious lately. Not that it's any excuse. You're helping me, and I should be more appreciative. We're going to accept apology and not be a dick. Apology accepted. I hope I wasn't rude either. No, you have been very accommodating to me so far. I could hardly ask for more out of a companion. Thank you, Rosemary. You're welcome. I'm just trying to do my job, you know? Of course you are, and you're doing it well. I should certainly be more respectful and try not to pick at you. It's uncouth. It's just that, well, you must understand that from my perspective, you are rather large, so it doesn't always occur to me not to mention it. I don't mind you mentioning it, but you shouldn't make assumptions either. You wouldn't like it if I called you small all the time, would you? He smiles, but his eyes narrow. I can tell how much he hates it. As a reasonable person, I can understand why you might see me that way, but the fact is, I'm not small. I have to be the ideal height for what I am. A perfect specimen of a Fae gentleman, some would say. Well, I'm the perfect specimen of a Rosemary, then. He smiles at me again. This time, I can tell it's genuine. I could certainly believe that. Point taken. So, I guess you're probably not used to people my size, huh? On the contrary, I deal with your kind often. I travel regularly on behalf of my kingdom. If a man truly loves his home, his duty is to leave it, so he should know it's worth all the more by comparison. Taking that to heart, I've visited every major city in the land. I'm not content to be some pampered prince, sitting at home giving nothing back to the people who gave me everything. Though I do admit it, I've been handed some things on a silver platter. Enrollment at Lafada Academy, to name just one, a school which many of those less fortunate than I would have given anything to attend. I never forgot that fact. I've always worked as hard as I could and excelled at all my studies. My skills are hard-earned, not simply the result of my impeccable breeding. I just wanted to take full advantage of what I was given, and so, once I finished my education, I put those gifts to work in the service of my kingdom. I travel, meet diplomats, research, and engage in politics firsthand. I even served in our volunteer army for a time. It's okay, Faulkner. I believe you work hard. You don't have to keep trying to convince me. Oh, pardon me. Was I rambling? I'll continue to work hard as long as I live. That's why I'm here now, on this mountain, this journey, with you. But you're crossing this mountain so you can get married, right? That's not exactly hard work. It's a blessing. That's what my folks say about marriage anyway. They've been married for like forever, so they're all corny about that stuff. I'm sure they're right. But Rosemary, may I be honest with you, in a way that may tarnish your spotless impression of me? Of course, Faulkner. The truth is, my feelings about this marriage are mixed, to say the least. I mean, don't mistake me, I do feel excited, but then, when I think about it for too long, I start to feel somewhat ill. But perhaps it's natural to be nervous. I suppose it goes without saying, but I've never done this before. Wow, really? You've never been with someone before? My dear, I most certainly have, but there's neither here nor there. I've never been married. I'm not sure I know how to be a husband. There wasn't a class at Lafada Academy for that particular discipline. Let's think about this. Are you at least marrying for love? Yes, I believe I am. It took him a moment to answer. Did he have to really think about it? And there's that hard look in his eyes again. Why should I feel sad talking about this? I barely know him, but I feel it all the same. Well, if you're sure, I know it will work out. If you're sure you have the right reasons, that's like a solid foundation, and everything else will build on top of that. You may be right. You are singularly wise, Rosemary. No way. I just picked stuff up. Words are leaving me. I just pick up stuff here and there. Do you really think so? Well, of course. How could I not? How about you? There must be someone special in your life. Oh, no. I've never had anything like that, actually. Ever since I left home, I've been trying to become a knight. It's busy work, and I don't stay in one place for long. So I don't have a lot of opportunities to, meet people. And we have to choose the first option to start our way to the good ending. Actually, I was kind of excited to meet you. I guess it's pretty silly to admit. I mean, for one thing, you're a prince, and I'm just some girl who isn't even a real knight yet. Not to mention how small you are. No offense, it can't really work, could it? Oh, I don't know about that. If I weren't engaged to be married, I might... Oh, right, that married thing. Gosh, I really shouldn't be saying this stuff to you, at all. Sorry I interrupted. What were you going to say? It's not important. You're absolutely right, of course. I'm engaged, so never mind. Although, just for the sake of correcting misinformation, relationships between people of your size and mine are very much possible. I happen to know that firsthand. Really? They are? Well, hypothetically, but, how would that even work, though? Oh, for goodness sake, use your imagination. It isn't so hard to figure it out. I don't want to say what I'm imagining. It's pretty rude. Let's consider the subject dropped, shall we? Yeah, before it turns into porn. This will be weird. We don't need that. We really don't need that. We're both happy to move on, so we keep walking. Or I do, at least. Faulkner keeps writing. So far, Mount Needle hasn't lived up to its dangerous reputation, but I know anything could happen out here. I do my best to keep my guard up, and eventually we come to a path that splits. Okay, I've studied the trails. I'm pretty sure we should follow this lower path. It's the long way around, but it'll be much safer. Nonsense. If the higher route is faster, that's the one we should take. But we'd be more likely to run into more dangerous creatures. Also, it'll get much colder up there. I mean, it's cold now, but it could get way worse. I don't want to argue about this. Don't you remember what I told you? Time is of the essence. Sure, but if we get attacked or if the weather acts up, it'll end up slowing us down more, won't it? Listen, it's my job to keep you safe, so not likely. You're here to be, well, for the lack of a better term, my steed. I'm responsible for you, so I'll be the one keeping you safe. Having said that, we shall do as I say. What? Oh shit, I didn't mean to. Sorry. I accidentally pressed the button. Rosemary, what's the matter with you? What do you mean? I'm just stating the obvious. How could you possibly protect us? Forget it. Rosemary, I suggest you keep that gigantic mouth of yours shut. What? What's that gigantic thing about? You think you're better than me because of my size or something? Not because of your size, no. I'm sure you'd be just as clumsy and dim-witted at half my height. Hey, I told you, I don't like when you talk to me like that. That's too bad. Have you forgotten I'm the prince here? I can say what I like. You'll obey my command, and that's final. And as I've said, should we come to any trouble, I'll protect you. No, you won't. I'll protect you. I've had enough of this. We're taking the high path, and that's final. Onward. He gives a sharp tug on my hair, which hurts a lot more than I expected. And I'm gonna leave it here. Yeah, Faulkner's kind of a dick. That's why I really didn't. As my voice cracks. That's why I really didn't like this route very much. Sorry, I had to yawn there. Because he's kind of a dick. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Love you guys. Stay kawaii and have fun out there.